Welcome.
Yo, what up? Welcome. Hello. It's been a week. Unlucky, unfortunately. I didn't want it to be, but things came up, and and I ended up not streaming for a week. Matt, for the last few weeks, no worries, after today's stream, I promise I'll be back on the weekend. Everyone waits, Matt doesn't go live until the next week. I mean, yes, true. Yeah, no one complained, but it is true. And you know, it's nice that no one complained, but it is true. I did break my promise. Unfortunate, unlucky. Sorry about that. Part of the problem that I have, and I mentioned this a little bit, is sometimes I get really caught up on a project, and it's really hard to stop doing it. And I know that sounds like the most like first world thing ever, but it's really like a problem in my life that I'll do this with everything. I would do it with like dentist appointments. I'll do it with like friends. If I'm like I have two modes. It's either really hard to start something or it's really hard to stop. And there's no in between. There's absolutely no in between. Are you sad? Nobody complained. I don't know. Complaining is not great. No, I wouldn't say I'm sad. Porting Lego Island to the N64? Not today. Maybe one day. I'd love. I keep talking about. I've been talking about doing a Lego Island decomp since like 2019. And I've made several attempts at it, but I've just never... It's again one of those things that would just take such a long time. I feel like my problem is... hang on, let me pause the music for a second. I feel like the problem is I'm very good at getting really sunk into a project. Like I said, you know, I'll get up at like 8 in the morning, start working on it, and then I won't stop until like 11 p.m. Like I'll just work all day on something, and I'm very good at just disappearing and putting everything into something, and yeah, but that's not necessarily a good thing. That like, because you know I'll probably neglect my friendships. I'll neglect to do, you know, things that I should be doing, like you know, if I like dentist appointments or cleaning my apartment, or you know, it would be very easy for me to do that, and it would be also very unhealthy. So I feel like I could achieve a Lego Island decomp, but I would end up disappearing for years probably, and I would never say anything, and I would never write anything. I would never stream, and I wouldn't clean my apartment. I would make no money. I wouldn't be able to pay rent, and it would be an entire disaster. But I think I could do it. It would just take a very long time, and I think my entire life would get sucked into it to the point where it would be very unhealthy. That's kind of as I've said, um, that's kind of it can be a problem for me that um, I will neglect a lot of obligations, a lot of things that I should be doing if I'm working on something, if I'm mid project, and it's not good. It's not good. You need some Adderall. You might be right. I've long suspected that I have that I may have some form of ADHD, but I've never gotten diagnosed. So I hesitate to say that I do have it because self-diagnosis is a bad thing, unironically. But at the same time, there's a lot of symptoms line up, and not in the kind of like quirky like haha it's I just have time concentrating sometimes. Like it affects me. It affects my life. Bro's going to put his entire life to putting Just Dance 3 on an OG Xbox. Don't tempt me with a good time. And the problem also is that I will it gets worse. It becomes even worse than that, because I will, like I said, I will work until like 11 p.m. and then I'll go to bed and my mind will still be like working. So I can't just then go to sleep. I have to spend a couple hours like winding down. So then I end up staying up really late, and then the next morning I'm like, ugh, why did I do that? But also I still want to work on it, so I get right back onto it, and the cycle repeats. Very bad. It's bad. It is. It's I'll admit. The life-destroying issues are fun. They always are. They're my favorites. I mean, in some ways, it can be a bit of a I don't know if I want to say superpower, but it can be helpful in the sense that you really like. I can achieve a lot of interesting things when I spend that long on something, just because the sheer amount of time and energy and concentration that I can devote to one thing can result in some interesting stuff sometimes. But at the expense of probably my greater health and maybe I should. Honestly, I've been saying for years that I should try and get like a diagnosis, or at least try and get like evaluated, because obviously, I'm not. I'm also against doctor shopping in order to find a diagnosis. That's not what I meant. But I should probably get some sort of evaluation, because it can be problematic. I'm trying to decompile an old maths game from my teacher, and I'm so grateful that the code isn't that complicated. Can't imagine what kind of a hell Lego Island decomp would be. Damn, you're actually doing a real like machine code decomp. That's impressive. We've looked at me and my Lego Island friends have looked at the code a number of times, obviously, to make the kinds of mods that we've made, and I wouldn't necessarily say it's really complex as much as there's just a lot of it, and it's I'd say it's mostly just that there's a lot of it. I don't think there's any way that we could achieve a decomp in even with like a team of people. I don't think there's any way we could achieve a decomp without, certainly not less than a year, maybe even 2 or 3. I mean, yeah, there's just a lot of it. The focus are great, and then the crash. Yeah. I've known I've been autistic and Asperger's since I was 6. You fit the description. I have been semi-evaluated for that, and I've been told I'm not. I'm not. I have no autism symptoms, but I've never been evaluated for ADHD, so but I probably should. Once I get hyper-focused, and instead of doing my computer science assignment as a normal person, I spent 8 hours learning and coding the assignment to run on a Nintendo DS. My God, I mean, to be fair, I feel like a computer science assignment could be I feel like that could just get a better grade, you know. um, Imagine a Lego Island port for Wii U. I wish I didn't have to imagine it. I wish we could just do it. But yeah, no, I know what you mean. It would be hell yeah. That would be a hell yeah. Um, the day Matt finally finishes the Lego Island is the day I finally retire. Oh God, maybe because I'll be 80 years old. um, do you play CTGPR a lot? Because the last stream I was in, everyone was asking you to play it. I play it sometimes, like maybe once a week or so, on average. It's usually, I think people just get super excited because it's fun to play. But I also play GeoGuessr. I also play. Have you played any other multiplayer games on stream lately? In the past, I played Minecraft, but that was a long time ago. I've played Age of Empires with people, but I've learned that Age of Empires is not a really fun game to watch. It's fun to play if you're into that sort of thing. But what I've kind of concluded is that the last time I played it, it was really funny. The last time I played it on stream, it was well over a year ago now, sometime in 2021, and I remember watching my viewer count drop from like 60 to 70 down to like 10 because the thing about Age of Empires is that when you play it, you have to concentrate a lot. It's a very like mentally involved game, and that means that you're not really talking to the chat. You can barely look over and read it, especially once the game really gets going. And unless you're like really good, unless you're like one of the top players and all of your audience is really into the game, then I feel like it's not very fun to watch, basically. My copy of I've just found my copy of Lego Rock Raiders. Anyone else play that as a kid? I played I played a bit of the PS1 version as a kid, but I never really got into it because I was too young, so I couldn't really figure out how to play it. But I know it's got a huge following now. But I think usually people are talking about the PC version, not the PS1 version. Did you know a way to bypass old Mindscape anti-piracy protection? I'm not aware of a Mindscape anti-piracy. I do know that the Italian version of Lego Island ships with Securom, which is a kind of that was a pretty common anti-piracy in the late 90s and early 2000s, but that wasn't specific to Mindscape. There's a chance they could have just kept using Securom, but I need to know more about it. I don't know about anything else as far as Mindscape specific anti-piracy. 60 to 70, that's not how dropping works. No, I mean like it dropped from somewhere around the range of 60, 70 to like 10. I don't remember exactly what it was. Let's say it was 65. It dropped from somewhere around 65 to like 10, like 10. And I don't blame anyone either because I felt bad even at the time. I was like, I can't really read the chat, and it was either not being able to read the chat or telling my friends like, so I'm gonna have to. I feel bad that I'm not reading the chat. I'm gonna quit this game halfway through. Bye guys. And it was such a. I decided from that moment on that I don't think Age of Empires is a really good a really good stream game. There's a difference between games that are fun to play and games that are fun to watch. And I prefer on stream. I prefer playing games that are fun to watch. I enjoy games that are fun to watch. In Canada, when I think of Nutri-Grain, I think of the bar, not the cereal. Yeah, apparently that's the same in America. Yeah, we went over that a couple streams ago, didn't we? That was fun. I remember that. Good times. The Virgin couch is looking lighter. Yeah, I have my blinds open. Oftentimes I close them just to keep the lighting more consistent, but I haven't bothered today. Today may or may not be a day that I stayed up a little too late last night working on things, and therefore this morning I'm a little bit like, nah. I saw it on VOD. Hell yeah, yo! Thank you for the Prime sub. My God, I've forgotten to. I keep forgetting to do this. My bad. Thank you so much for the Bezos bucks. Oh God. Hang on. I will have the overlay up again shortly. Here we go. I keep forgetting to turn it on because I got so used to on my custom chat, it was all set up completely automatically, and I got so used to that I constantly forget to turn this on. Okay. Thank you so much for the Prime sub, Wyatt Wayne. Thank you so much for the Bezos bucks. Remember, it is always morally correct to make sure those $2.50 do not go to Amazon and instead go to the streamer of your choice. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. A weird Flash game. This should be this was when I remembered this game. I was like, it was totally surreal because I completely forgot that any of this existed. And then to look back and think, oh shit, I did play this a lot. God damn it. What a disgrace. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's actually good. I don't remember. We'll find out. I got a leather couch like that recently, although mine is a corner couch. It's a really nice one and it costs like 6,000 USD, but I got it for the low price of 0. Hey, that's how you do it. Me too. This too was a free couch from a friend's family who had just replaced it. So yeah, good stuff. I'm a big proponent of secondhand stuff. Like I wondered about that. I was thinking about that yesterday. That like how much is the total cost of all of the things that I own, and I wondered like how long it would take to quantify that. Obviously, that's a nerdy pursuit that it would take way more time than it's worth. And I thought, well, what complicates it though is that almost everything I bought is secondhand. I think a good certainly at least half, probably like 70 to 80% of what I own is secondhand. So I'm a big proponent of buying stuff, getting stuff secondhand because, it's you get it cheaper, and it's in some ways it's good for the environment because you're not making stuff and then you're saving stuff from the landfill basically. Is it another game that promotes cars for safe drivers? Is there any driving in it? I don't remember. Again, we'll have to find out. We'll have to play. We'll play it on stream in a sec. Once we got everyone in. The live transcribe feature on my phone comes in handy when I watch the stream. But I'm at work and don't have the earbuds in. Hell yeah, yeah. Because Twitch I don't think has that feature built in. I think YouTube might have that feature built in. Another thing that's kind of nice about the YouTube player. That was always one of the conflicts was. I think the YouTube player is actually better than the Twitch player. I like that you can just kind of jump back 10 seconds or and that all the like keyboard shortcuts that I'm used to work, and I think it does do live transcription, but the chat is very bad, and that's why I had to write my own chat. I wonder. I'm still thinking about doing some streams on YouTube, maybe like mixing them, doing like some streams on YouTube and some streams on Twitch, or maybe what was I thinking? It was like maybe even breaking the Twitch affiliate rules and like simulcasting. So I like stream to my YouTube audience and my Twitch audience at the same time. I also thought about because I've been thinking about doing more coding streams or more like project streams where I just I'm working on something. I'll still like read the chat obviously, but I'm not necessarily fully focused on the chat. And I was thinking maybe it could make sense to do that on one and then do the more like the bigger streams on the other, like maybe do the bigger stuff on YouTube, the other and the smaller stuff on Twitch, or the coding stuff on Twitch. Maybe you should get an auto transcriber. I know that there are extensions for it on Twitch. I've just never felt like, whenever I've seen them, I've always turned them off because I've always felt like they're not very accurate. But maybe it's just a matter of finding the right one. Yo, thanks for the bits, the baked bee. I don't know how many that is. 28. That's a random number. Did you just use up all the rest that you had? Thank you for those. Simulcasting is good now? Apparently not. I read the Twitch affiliate guidelines recently, and it said something like it still says that like content, the official rule is that content that you stream to Twitch must stay Twitch exclusive for the first 24 hours, including the time of broadcast. So in theory, you're not even supposed to post clips within the first 24 hours. I know a lot of people break that though. I've seen clips get uploaded like 10 minutes after they happen on stream. So people obviously don't. I feel like Twitch is probably pretty loose on that. But yo, thanks for the 64 and the 3 bits. Hey, thanks. Is it simulcasting stream? You stream on YouTube and just use Twitch offline chat. I don't know if people would really want to do that. If it, like, because then you'd have to have like 2 tabs open, right? At least with my custom chat, it was all in the one tab. Still waiting on that VODs YouTube channel. Oh yeah, you're right. Some of the VODs are on my channel, but not all of them. I do store all my VODs locally. I have at least I have all the VODs since April, which is when I started kind of taking streaming a little bit more seriously. Yeah, all the ones from April 10th, 2022. So about a year's worth of VODs, which is not much because I don't stream that often, but I'm planning to. I'm hoping to. Of course, if I stream on YouTube, then it automatically makes VODs because they store them permanently, unlike Twitch. Can you make another video of you running a console and batteries? Maybe. I feel like I honestly feel like the running on batteries bit is the least interesting part. The interesting part is just when it like glitches out at the end. So I feel like that what I've wanted to do is make a video where I run it on a variable power supply, run a console on a variable power supply and just fuck around with it. But apparently that's a lot harder to do. Something about the variable power supply, it doesn't quite work the same way. I'm not sure. I haven't looked into it yet. But yeah, something like that I'd be down to do. I know back in the day I would see streams like Vinesauce go live on YouTube for like 5 minutes to let people know the stream was live on Twitch. Yeah, I've seen people do that as well. I've seen people go live on YouTube and they'll for like an hour even, and they'll have like 1,000 viewers on YouTube, and then they'll just be like, okay, that's all the time I've got. I got to get back to Twitch, and then everyone moves to Twitch. Minimum input voltage would be required to play. Yeah, so my question is like, so what are the batteries doing then? Are the batteries like, is that a loss of volts or is it a loss of amps? Because I would have assumed it was a loss of volts, but I don't know. Noise, yeah, noise is another problem because of you need like a linear power supply. Yo, thank you for the Prime sub. Ashton is drowning. Two moths, 2 entire moths. Thank you so much for the Bezos bucks. Appreciate that. Volts and amps, yeah, I guess so. So that mean I would need to find a linear power supply that has a lot of fidelity over volts and amps. Why do people prefer Twitch so much? Is it really that much worse? So, as someone who's streamed a lot on both recently, the YouTube chat I think is a lot worse. I don't like the YouTube chat at all. So which I tried to fix with my custom chat. Well, I think I was relatively successful in replacing it with my custom chat, even though it does add a degree of inconvenience that some people weren't a fan of. However, I also think that Twitch has a I can't necessarily speak for other people, but I do think that Twitch is a little bit better set up for streaming. It's hard to find live streams on YouTube. Like they might show up on your homepage, but they also might not, depending on how whatever the algorithm feeds you that day. That text to speech is terrifying. Nah, it's just Microsoft Sam. Nothing scary about that. Investing in a variable power supply. Yeah, well, that's what we've been talking about. But it doesn't seem to. I've heard it doesn't quite do the same thing. And I need to look into that. I don't know yet, but variable power supplies are expensive, so I haven't really tried. And there's also something about the yo, thank you for the Bezos bucks. Lovely twitch of tea. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. I really appreciate that. Yeah, and I also feel like there's something a bit about the culture of YouTube and Twitch. I think YouTube is just so much bigger, and there are so many more there's a lot more people that aren't necessarily interested in live streams as a piece of content, and they just kind of see them as a way to demand someone's attention, and that can get. So I feel like sometimes people, the YouTube chatters can be a little bit more obnoxious. But I think the main reason why I have started leaning more towards Twitch is because a lot of just simply because a lot of the people that I watch are on Twitch, and a lot of my friends are on Twitch. So it feels like if I want to collaborate with other people, it feels like it would be easier to do on Twitch. But I do also. There are things that I really liked about streaming on YouTube as well. So I feel like that's why I'm kind of saying maybe there's a plan maybe there's a way to do a little bit of both. I'm poking a ruler at a DS to measure that weird headphone port. How are you doing? Excellent. You know what? I was doing something very similar recently. Hang on. I read something a little earlier. I read a question. Oh yeah, someone said, I gotta know, is it Matthew or Matthias? It's Matthew. That being said, there's another guy who goes by Matt KC, who I think is Matthias, one of those. Stream on Mixer, excellent idea. No, the new joke is Kick. Everyone's joking about haha, I'm gonna stream on Kick, haha, it's funny. That's the new Mixer right now. Stream on Twitter. Isn't Ninja doing something like that where he just streams to fucking everything and just sees what happens? He streams on TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook and YouTube, and is just and is making a chat that integrates all of them or something like that. Everyone jokes, watch Kick take off. Yeah, maybe. Post Olive on Steam and stream on Steam. Is that a thing? Yeah, I was measuring something recently. So I got a speed booster for my camera. I don't know if anyone here does camera equipment, but I got a speed booster, and I bought one that was broken. What the hell? Yo, 25 subs. Holy shit. Max Wackets, thank you so much for the 25 subs. That's a lot of subs. That was that was so many subs. The notify sound spammed. It peaked the I was going to say peaked the mic, but it's not a mic technically, but it peaked a little bit. Holy shit. That's never happened before. Thank you so much for the 25 subs. Hell yeah. Amazing. Wow. How many is that is that most of the people here? I don't know how many people are in here right now. But hey, thanks so much. I appreciate that. That's so very nice. That's real. It's so nice that the guy outside decided to start blowing leaves. That's how he felt. He was like, this, you know what? This makes me feel like blowing some leaves. Oh, and apparently that single-handedly started a level 6 hype train. Hell yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you for the Reddit gold, kind stranger. Is that the equivalent of this? I've never gotten Reddit Gold, but I have seen people say that before. Hell yeah! You know what? I really need to get a sub icon that's not just the generic star. I thought about maybe getting the KC, my logo, and then like making it in different colors, but I feel like that might be a little bit boring. Maybe there's something a little bit more interesting than that. You're welcome. No, thank you. I appreciate that. Um, can you do more videos of watching Disney movies? I actually would be interested in doing stuff like that. We've been doing some kind of let's plays on the channel on the stream lately. Stuff like, um, we played Arthur Ready to Race. We played the Up game for the Nintendo Wii. We played, I think last week we played Tokyo Bus Driver or something like that, and I think they were really fun, and I've been getting those edited down so that I can post those on the live channel. And I think if I was to do some movie stuff, I'd probably post it on the live channel too, maybe. More breeding games. Yeah. Hell yeah. Finally, some breeding games. We kind of came to the conclusion that Wikipedia is like, they're not actually all breeding games, that instead Wikipedia appears to be listing, what is it? Like breeding, strategy, and construction as one genre. Like that's an entire genre, for some reason. So I'm guessing that Tokyo Bus whatever was probably more of a strategy game than a breeding game, but that's just what they call the genre. Gotta go have fun. Hopefully I can catch the stream later. Hell yeah. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, do what you gotta do. Hi Matt, how are you? I'm sick, I'm not feeling good. Just laying on my bed, kind of late in EU right now. Yeah, sorry about that. I was a little later starting out than I wanted to be. Because of, for various issues that I'm not proud of. But I mentioned them earlier in the stream. But yeah, and also part of the problem is daylight savings. Yeah, because like I still haven't quite adjusted to the new time. So like the time that I started today wouldn't have been so late if we were still an hour earlier, but because the clocks have changed, it's later. It's like I was like an hour 20 late, I think, and it would have just been 20 late, and now it's in a whole hour 20 because I'm still waking up at the same point, but not the same like time. If that makes sense. Anyway, I hate daylight savings. Fuck daylight savings. All my homies hate daylight savings. Yeah. So, big oof. House Party for the Wii, sponsored by Home Depot. No way. I thought you meant the House Party. There's a game, the House Party game. Yeah, the really like weird dating sim. But I didn't know there's a House Party on the Wii sponsored by Home Depot. Oh, is it a House Party? I'm seeing this now. Unironically, I would be down to play this. I genuinely have a real soft spot for Wii shovelware. So especially if you can tie it into something like, yo, thanks for the Prime sub, Luke the Roadman. Thanks for the Bezos bucks. Appreciate that. Yeah, especially if you can tie the Wii shovelware into something like McDonald's or Home Depot. I think that's really fucking funny. Unbelievably funny, I think. Try daylight savings when you're driving through the Navajo reservation in Arizona. Why? What happens? I don't know anything about that. You're still waking up at the same universal time, but not the correct time zone adjusted time. There you go. You got it. You got it. It's a party game. Is this? Hang on. Let me bring up a browser so I can we can talk about this. Is this what you're talking about? Hang on. get the right thing. Here we go. Is this the game you're talking about? Is this really... It's really sponsored by Home Depot. I guess there are houses being built. Yeah, there is a consistent theme of construction going on. And I don't know if I'd necessarily call that a party. I feel like the usage of that term is somewhat loose. What am I even looking at? Why does it look like... Oh, it's a living room from the top down, but then there's like the plugs are fucking huge. The plugs are door sized. Weird. Yeah, I couldn't figure out because there's these massive snake plugs lying around and these massive door sized sockets, and I was just like, what the hell? Like, is this some electrical box? But it also looks like a room, and I couldn't tell. And now, but I figured it out. Hope you're having a good day. I am. I'm a little bit like... I stayed up a little later than I should have, which is bad last night. So I'm a little bit like... a little bit foggier than usual, but I'm having a good time, yeah. Finally catching a stream. Hell yeah, welcome to the stream, Master Noob. Apparently we're talking about Air House... Oh, it's Air House : party! ! Exclamation point. So it's like... The Air House party. It's not a house party. When I was initially read House Party, I thought it was going to be this game, which is a really infamous dating game, as you can see. Violence, strong sexual content, nudity, strong language, use of alcohol, use of drugs, mature humor. It's really got it all, honestly. I also like how it says, the developers describe the content like this. And then they're just screaming, violence, strong sexual content, nudity, like the whole time. I assumed it was going to be something like this, like a dating sim, but no, it's actually Air House : party is actually like the house is the party, as in building the house is the party. Yeah, you know what? I'll pick this up. I don't know if we'll play it today, because we'll see how the Flash game goes, and I actually have to. I have a plan. I'm going to help a friend build a PC later on today, but I'll absolutely pick up a copy, and maybe we'll play it next stream. So thanks for the suggestion. I think this looks like it could be very fun. I'll just get that downloading now before I forget. I mean. Ordered online through very legal means, obviously. That's what I meant. That's why I can't play it today. I have to wait for it to arrive in the mail because it is a real physical disc. It's a real game. Yeah. All right, cool. I found a very legal copy of it. Yo! Thanks for yet another sub, Max Wackers. Thank you for the Prime sub, the Bezos Bucks. We love that. We love the Bezos Bucks here. Of course, you're gonna pirate. Shh, dude. I know that the Nintendo ninjas are watching what I do. I know, you know they are. They've got to be. So we don't say the P word here, okay? I know they're right outside. I know that they've already got a PowerPoint presentation about me. They're like the like the one 3DS dev. Okay. Yeah, that's true. I'm contacting Majesco directly for a physical copy. Exactly. Because I want to support the publishers of this game and Home Depot. God, I assume you can't buy this game anymore. I kind of feel like if you can't buy a game anymore, there isn't really a big difference between getting a used copy and downloading a copy, because it's not really like it's not really like the publisher benefits either way. Oh, maybe you can. Maybe you can. Nintendo didn't like that. No, they didn't. I find it funny that Home Depot is nowhere in the box art, but it's all over the trailer. Is it? Oh, wait. Do we have to watch the trailer now? Hang on. Our house party trailer. No, none of this. What the hell? Why are there so many things called house party? Stop naming things house party. Here we go. Yeah. Even in the thumbnail. Okay. Here we go.
Rated E for everyone.
Rated E. Sorry, I had to do it.
We're about to visit a family who's
No,
in the
what the
process
fuck?
of
It's a guy. An actual guy. Is this a... Please tell me this is an FMV game. No way. Please. Please tell me that there's FMV throughout this thing.
remodeling their home. Let's take a look.
Way to go!
In our house party project.
No, I don't think it's an FMV game. It's just people fucking around. This was like a whole genre video in the Wii era. It was just people standing around waving shit about. It's the most undignified thing possible. But it was a whole... There was no other way to like demonstrate people playing the Wii. You know how when people play video games in movies, you can tell that they're playing, that they're pretending to play a game because they're just like, and like no one plays games like that. No one. That I feel like this is the equivalent of that. This is the way that you. This is movie playing a Wii game. You have to be like, and it's just even worse. It's even worse than mashing buttons to pretend that you're playing a controller. Anyway.
Are a party with power.
Oh god. Every shot just gets worse. All right, hang on. Let me actually start over. I feel like I keep interrupting the flow of the trailer.
Process of remodeling their home. Let's take a look.
Way to go!
In our house party, projects are a party with power tools. Dad and Tommy,
Oh, dear.
they're painting the deck. Lay it on smooth, Tommy.
Check out Mom and Lisa building that wall like pros.
It's a mad race for tools to
Oh,
gain
no.
advantage
Uh-oh,
in over
building the
2,000
wall.
different home improvement projects. Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Whether it's hammering, mowing, or demolition jobs, your Wii Remote is the ultimate tool to build your dream house and become the envy of your entire neighborhood.
So grab your tools and join the party.
Man, Rob Lowe's career really fell off. I am really... This is a really weird ad, because every time that... Firstly, every time they show me footage of the game, it just looks like utter shit. I'm sorry to say it, but this looks like the kind of mobile game that shows you an ad every 20 seconds. It looks awful. Furthermore, and then they keep interspersing these like live action jokes and memes. But like, why? I guess it's honestly probably to take away from how shitty the game looks. Because at least I feel like when they show you like a Smash Brothers ad or something, maybe not all the time, but for the most part, they're showing you people playing the game and then they show you the game footage. But this, they just start interspersing like a bunch of comedy gags, like, look, it's like you're really building a house and going to Home Depot. Anyway. The on-screen chat could use background. It depends. I wouldn't necessarily put a background on it. I feel like that would be too much, but I could put a much thicker shadow on it. I have to do chores on my Wii. Yeah, that kind of is what it is. It's like it's like when people get the maybe this will sound a little like I guess there is a market for that, because I remember when I was growing up, and I assume they still do this, there's like toys marketed to girls where it's like babies, and the babies like piss and shit and you have to like clean their diapers, and it's like, well, that's just work, but that's just pretending to work but making real work for yourself. But I guess there is a market for that. I guess people buy stuff like that. I feel like, I don't know if I don't feel like I'd ever enjoy cleaning a baby, pretend cleaning a baby, or pretend going to Home Depot. Hey yo, the one time I'm away from it, I get a gift sub. Haha, thank you. Yeah. I had a ton of gift subs from Max Wackets a bit earlier. When do we get 24-hour Tokyo Bus Guide stream? One of these days I will do a subathon, and it'll be just like meme games over and over. It'll be like trying to beat Halo on the iMac G3, trying to get the world record after Ready to Race, trying to make any progress at all in Tokyo Bus Guide. The game, making bills for your parents. To be fair, I remember when I was growing up, God, Home Depot, special buys, more saving, more doing. This is a game. This is a video game. It's a Home Depot ad. Like, look how good our prices are at Home Depot in a video game. Wow. It's so bizarre. It's like if it was a game with like McDonald's integration, and the whole time they were just like, and the McDouble is only $2. Remember who's sponsoring this game? This is a real restaurant. You could get one of these right now. Anyway. God damn. Have you integrated my voicemail idea yet into your Patreon? No. I haven't worked that one out yet. Mac Halo LAN? Yeah, I mean, I don't have any friends, but if any of you guys have old Macs and want to play Halo, then yeah, I'm sure we could make something work. I just want to randomly shout out a Lego game no one seems to talk about, the PC version of Lego Stunt Rally. Interesting. I don't know anything about that. I do know, I did pick up a version of that game in Japan. When I was looking for the Lego Island Japanese version, I found Lego Stunt Rally for $1 in Japanese, and I uploaded it to archive.org. But I never played it. I never actually played it. Classic. Good times. Jesus Christ. Who the hell do you think you are? What do you think you're doing? Spamming in my twitch.tv chat? You have friends. You're mods. No, I'm just kidding. I'd say, yeah, for the most part, my mods are my friends. Not, I don't exclusively mod friends. Sometimes I just mod people because I feel like they do a decent job. But, yeah. Not like this. Yes, like this. But what a weird trailer. It just kind of throws, this is probably a bit of a late 2000s trope. They just kind of throw shit at you constantly. To try and make it look like it's a lot of fun. It goes from, sometimes you see people doing real construction work, sometimes you see the game footage, and sometimes you see people fucking around with Wiimotes. Yeah, weird. And suffice it to say, can't wait to play it. There was also a game, yeah. Because the famous Nintendo cooking game is obviously Cooking Mama. But I remember I had a game, I think it was called Cooking Party. Cook Wars. Yeah, I'm aware that a lot of games showed up on the Wii to kind of rip off the success. Try to duplicate the success of Cooking Mama. This was what I had. Wait, was it only available in Australia? No fucking way. No, this is a ESRB rating. No, that's a PEGI rating. That's a PEGI rating. That's an Australian rating. Maybe it was only released in Europe then. I remember I saw this game, but I never played it. I think I had a copy because I think my dad was like, that might be fun. But I never actually played it. And now I'm like, well, what was it actually like? Now I actually want to play it. But I can't find it. Oh, here we go. I did find one. I think it's Europe only. It's a Europe only cooking game. Only PAL, yeah, I think so. Yes, the old throw things at a wall and see what sticks approach to video game content. Yes, correct. 100%. Cook Wars. Jesus. So many of these. Oh, this is actually a Ubisoft game as well. Not a shitty Playzone game. Oh, actually, this is Ubisoft too. Holy shit. How many? Wait. These are the same motherfuckers. So it was just called Cook Wars in America, because this is an ESRB rating. It just got a different name. Oh, it was wait, this is another different... How many... So there's Cooking Party. That's the one I remember. There's Cook Off Party, which looks almost identical except for the name and that the Playzone logo is inexplicably bigger. And then there's Cook Wars, which looks very different, but it's the same two dudes on the front. What the hell? What could possibly be the lore behind this game? What's going on in the Cook Wars / Cooking Party / Cook Off Party / Happy Cooking Party cinematic universe? What the hell is going on? Every time I find another picture, it's got a different name. What? All right. Oh, hell yeah. Finally, an iCarly game. I'm so confused about this fucking game, and now it's got a guy on it. What the hell? Why has it got a guy on it now? And he's doing like... What? Who is he waving at? Oh god, I'm so confused. And this one's got another guy on it. They keep putting guys on the I don't know. I don't know how to feel about any of this. I'm not happy. Well, at least this one I can excuse as it's clearly a different language. But what in God's green flat earth? Okay, whatever. Whatever. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. And the problem is that this game is so obscure that it has no Wikipedia article. It's not even listed. Cook Off Party, Cook Wars. Here we go. It's listed as Cook Wars. But hang on. Yo, Verbeer, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the Prime sub for 2 months. Thank you for the Bezos bucks. Really appreciate that. Okay, so this is Japan, US. I'll call that Oceania and Europe. And it reckons Cook Wars was only released in the US, but then there's absolutely no mention of Cooking Party, Cook Off Party, Happy Cooking Party. What the hell? And this doesn't have any. Oh, I don't know. I feel like I need to like. I feel the incomprehensible need to like figure this shit out now. Why Why is there so many versions of this one game? It's Cook Wars in America because us Americans need epical, radical cooking action. Yeah, I think they figured that. They figured that the word war in the title. I mean, it was, to be fair, it was the era of Call of Duty, so yeah, war in the title would have guaranteed to sell some copies. What does it translate to? Oh, good question. Let me go back to here. I apologize. I cannot read French. I assume that's what this is. Chef Cuistot Party. Oh, I see. So like a chef Cuistot, I think, is a thing. Again, I don't know any French. So I think it's just chef party apparently in French. Wikipedia editor in the making. About to write up a whole damn article about this. Is Chef Ramsay in this game? He might be. Well, I don't think he's either of these people, but he could be someone that shows. Wait. This is a screenshot from Cook Wars. This looks like Monopoly. Where's the cooking? Oh, here he is. Here's Chef Ramsay. This is the most confusing game I have ever seen in my life. I must get a copy of it. And Cooking Party, and Happy whatever the hell, because I need to know. Why are all these games not... Okay. Gordon Ramsay cooking game. Oh, to be fair, there is a Gordon Ramsay Wii game. Let us not forget Hell's Kitchen on the Wii, where Gordon Ramsay himself will yell at profanities at you, except because it's a Wii game, and I guess rated T. He doesn't actually get particularly sweary with you. He's just like, "What are you doing? Unbelievable." He's really phoning in the performance, I'm afraid. But if you want the authentic experience of Gordon Ramsay kind of yelling at you, you can get it. Gordon Ramsay programmed this game. He worked really hard on it in his kitchen. True, that's how it works. That makes a lot of sense. New video idea, cooking party? Maybe. I don't know how, I don't know how far it would go, because it might be as simple as, yeah, they just called it a bunch of different shit in different places. But I don't know yet. That Bartender Flash game? I think I may have forgotten completely what that is. I may not even know what you're talking about. Okay. Oh boy, I have been waiting for a game where someone screams at you. True, me too. Okay. Let us, yo!
2-month sub to Mad Kentucky Kickin'.
Kentucky Kickin'. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the it's not even a Prime sub. It's not even Bezos bucks. It's a real honest to God sub. Thank you so much for the sub, that Colin guy. Thank you so much for the delicious platter of kickin'. I love the Bartender Flash game. Let me find it. It's a classic. Okay, sure. All I want to know about the Hell's Kitchen game is that the Grumps played it years ago, and I think it was a Diner Dash ripoff. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was something like that. That's pretty much the only thing I know it from too. The right mix? Is it good or is it weird? Speaking of which, we should actually get to the Flash game that I wanted to cover in this stream. So, kicking this dickin'. God. No, it's got to be no, I mean, you got to find a way. We've got to find a way to work in chicken being kickin', but also also the word cock referring to chicken. There's got to be a way to like work all of that together. Did you know you can subscribe for free to your favorite streamer with Twitch Prime? Yo,
Free sub.
yo, thank you for the sub, Vincent Wimtum. Thank you so much for the Bezos bucks. Yeah, did you know you can subscribe for free to your favorite streamer with Twitch Prime? In fact, I would argue that it is the morally correct decision because that way those extra couple of dollars do not go to Amazon.com. They do not go into Jeff Bezos' own wallet. Instead, they go to the streamer of your choice. This chicken is kicking my dick. Oh god. Advertise the Burnout PC port. Hell yeah. I really am really excited to keep working on that. I've been a bit off that for a bit, but I'm absolutely going to get back to that as quickly as possible. Anything that directs money from Amazon to someone else is almost always morally correct. That's what I'm saying. Kind of reminds me of a YouTube poop line from CS188 when it was like, and I'm thinking about sticking my dick in the chicken. Jesus Christ. That sounds like a CS line. Okay. Let's talk about the title of this stream. Who amongst any of you remembers the television show known only as Angela Anaconda? So I get the impression that this was excellent. I get the impression that this was a bit of a thing in America, but not as much of a thing as it was outside of America, because this was a Canadian show. And in Australia, I talked about this a couple streams ago. In Australia, we got a lot of Canadian television. I think there was some kind of deal with their, I don't know, free television, maybe even our governments, that we would transfer a lot of television between us. So we got a ton of Canadian shows. I grew up mostly watching Canadian, British, and a handful of Australian and New Zealand shows. It's very, very unusual. People are always asking me like, "Oh, did you grow up with SpongeBob?" And I'm like, "Nope, I did grow up with this." So this is a. Hang on, what are people saying? Never watched but aware. Yeah, I think nowadays people are kind of coming back to it and being like, "What the hell was this?" It's so WTF. Yeah, it looks Canadian. Only remember from the Digimon movie. Yeah. As a USA type child, I was aware this existed but never watched it. Interesting. Yeah, the Digimon movie. That's a funny one. We should get to that. Angela Anaconda. I remember when I was a kid, I actually remember thinking this was a good show. I have not watched an episode since I was like 9. But today I look at it and I'm like, yeah, I can see why people would think this is pretty weird. It's what they've done. The reason why it looks like this, oh Jesus, the reason why it looks like this is because they've employed a kind of interesting production style where these are real people's faces. They've gotten like photos of actual models, like actual human beings, and then they like cut bits of their face out and like stitch it together to make like a collage, and then they can get different mouth parts. Then it kind of becomes like South Park, where you can just swap out different mouth parts to get them to speak. But that's why it has this, I think it has this kind of uncanny, looks a bit human, but also looks a bit unhuman. How old is this? Like early 2000s, I want to say. Maybe I should bring up the Wikipedia page. 99 to 2001. Wow, that was longer ago than I thought. You know, honestly, the Australian Broadcasting Corporation probably aired repeats of it for fucking centuries because we have no other television to air. Apparently, if you're in the US, you could have watched it on Fox Family. So there you go. But of course, Yeah, so but yeah, the most interesting part of all probably was the fact that they did this crossover with the Digimon movie. I made this show, do you like it? Love it. My 9-year-old show thought when it came on television after school, my 9-year-old self thought, hey, pretty good. Then again, I don't think my standards were particularly high. I have no memory of anything that ever happened in the show. I might have just been going along with my sister, who also was just like, hey, yeah, it's pretty good. I have no idea, absolutely no recollection of anything that ever happened in this show other than that existed, except for, obviously, the Digimon movie. Now, if you were unfortunate enough to watch the Digimon movie growing up, the Digimon movie itself is like a weird phenomenon. The Digimon movie is comprised of in theory, the Digimon movie is an entirely American fabrication where they took 3 Japanese movies and just kind of shoved them together and rewrote bits of the dialogue to provide a loose connecting thread between these 3 movies that they kind of jammed together. So it's kind of an odd beast in and of itself, but we won't get into that. What we will get into is the fact that before the movie, it aired with this Angela Anaconda short. And much like the Pixar shorts that you see before a Pixar film, it might start showing in the theater, and you might think, "What in God's damn hell have I walked into? Have I walked into the wrong theater?" I still remember the egg coming out of the computer screen. Yeah, I remember that too. Man, I remember. I still remember things from the Digimon movie, but I don't remember anything from Angela Anaconda. The second movie they shoved is actually quite kind of good. It's a really interesting Y2K-esque movie. I actually agree in the sense that even as a kid, that was the part I liked the most, was the computer war section. But anyway, let's not get too deep into the weeds of what the actual Digimon movie was like. Let's stay focused on the short that happened to air beforehand. What I might do is I might move the chat over. Trying to think the best way to do this. What I might do is I might put my webcam up here. And then I might put the chat behind me. Over here. There. So some of the chat is going to be obscured by my face, but not all of it. At least you'll be able to see the video. Their dub of the second movie isn't good, but the original second Japanese movie is interesting to watch. Yeah, I could absolutely imagine that. I could absolutely imagine that they like fucked it up in the dub, or in the English version, especially because they had to like rework bits of it to like try to pretend that it had anything to do with the other 2 movies that they jammed in there. Apparently, the director of the second movie they shoved in went on to direct another longer movie with the same plot, and it's more popular than people draw comparison. Interesting. I don't know anything about that. Here is Angela Anaconda Digimon the movie widescreen version. This is what aired before the movie. Oh Jesus, it's a bit quiet. Do I have the volume booster? No, I don't. Hang on. Let me get that in here real quick. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have ran it in theater mode, because now part of it is behind the chat. Hang on, what? Oh, I guess I just have to install it, maybe. Oh yeah, I do. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Let me install a volume booster real quick. Sick. Okay, done. Hey yo, it's KC. Yo, welcome to the stream. We're about to watch this.
For the best movie of of all time.
Okay, hang on. Okay, all right. Let's start from the beginning.
This is it, DigiPals. In a few seconds, the doors will open for the best movie of all time, the Digimon movie.
Yes, it's actually a short about the Digimon movie. Now, I should mention, apparently this was a real episode of the show, but it wasn't originally about Digimon. They like redid the voice acting and reworked a lot of the visuals to make it about the Digimon movie. And, you know, it's an interesting thought because clearly someone thought that, like, I think the most baffling part of this is that someone thought that the Digimon movie and Angela Anaconda must have a lot of audience overlap, because this is clearly a what would you call it? A calculated decision that they were like, yeah, we need something to play before the Digimon movie. Let's throw in an Angela Anaconda episode that's been tweaked to be about the Digimon movie. And I'm not sure how like practical that was. I don't know how much overlap there really was between these audiences. The video description. Update. Better quality version. Actually, fuck you. True. All right. I know it's okay. We don't need to watch it in better quality.
Hours of waiting in line and skipping breakfast have finally paid off. Jeanette Manoir, the end of the line starts at the end.
Au contraire, Angela Anaconda. The end of the line is for riffraff, which is French for people who have to wait in line because they don't have all access VIP passes. Thanks ever so for keeping our spot warm.
Thanks for keeping our spot warm.
It is an odd looking show. I mean, when I was a kid, you don't really notice, or at least when you're a kid, you're much more willing to accept things. But it is odd.
Be drastic if we want to get the best seats. Get ready to rumble.
Cool. Nice. It really is interesting how much like Digimon stuff they had to throw into this episode. Who approved this? It's a good question. Again, like, someone clearly thought that there was a lot of overlap between these audiences. I mean, they must have, right? Otherwise, or who like got into whose like DMs to try and make this happen? Like, did the Angela Anaconda team be like, hey, cool, we like Digimon, can we like work this in? Or it seems more likely that the Digimon people, because they were the ones like shitting out a compilation of 3 movies for a shameless like weird anyway. It seemed more likely that they contacted the Angela Anaconda team, but why? As a kid in Germany, I watched both TBH. I mean, to be fair, so did my sister and I, so maybe they were right. Maybe they were right. Again, I mostly like...
Hey, wait up!
I think I was mostly... I would go along with anything that my sister enjoyed at that age, but... So I have no idea what I would have thought about it independently.
See? Phew. Guys? Hey, where are my best friends?
Refills are free, right?
Excellent. Better work some fat jokes in. I'm kidding. I'm being critical. Might not be as weird if they weren't gray. I could see that. Maybe I feel like the gray might be like they're trying to cover up the seams in like the different mouth and nose and eye parts. Like it might be easier to cover that stuff up in gray. Or it might just be stylistic. Who knows?
We are about to have the best view of the best movie in the best seats ever. That's you, blocking.
Oh, s'il vous plaît, Angela Anaconda. As if we would ever be so gauche as to wear them in the actual theater.
Phew.
Oh, yoo-hoo, Mrs. Brinks, we saved you a seat.
Oh,
Show,
God.
Angela Anaconda.
Oh, so Mrs. Brinks and Minnie Pooh think they can block the Digimon show with their big fat Well, not for long. Angela Anaconda, Digivolve to Angelamon!
Okay, so I assume at this point, it's all original. They haven't just like tweaked some posters and redone some voice acting. Because I haven't seen the original episode, but I have a hard time imagining that this just happened in the original episode.
Well, look who's here. Ninimon and her Brixie monster robot come to block our view of the entire world. Prepare for battle, you pathetic Pukemons. But first, let's make some concessions. After all, refills are free. Right, Kinemon? Help, you Angelamon, more powerful Digimon than I. You will cry. Don't worry, Ninny Winnymon. My pal Johnnymon is here to
Oh, God.
start. And now get ready for my ultimate anti-Ninimon super secret power.
Oof.
Excusez moi, but if you common line waiters can't adhere to proper theater etiquette, then I will be forced to summon an usher.
Oh, Guinevere, je t'aime depuis le premier jour. I've loved you since the first day.
Hey, this isn't Digimon. This is some boring, phony, fake French film.
But that means
We're in the wrong theater. I call dibs on the best scenes.
What sense does that make? I don't know. I don't know how she ended up in the movie. But anyway, that's your taste of Angela Anaconda. I am late, right? Technically, no. If you've come for the Flash game, we haven't quite gotten to that yet. This is the backstory. This is the introduction. So yeah, I think that's kind of all you... That's all you really need to be to understand kind of what the show was like. That, I mean, to be fair, that was a real episode of the show that they've like tweaked into being a Digimon promotion. So, and the show from memory, again, I don't remember a lot about it, but from memory, it was pretty much like that. Bro, that doesn't ring a single bell. How weird. Yeah, I feel like to be honest, I think in America you probably had better like options. In Australia, we did not. In Australia, we had all kinds of we watched all kinds of Canadian shit. Actually, I will watch the making of just because I think it's funny. No, it could be interesting.
Hi, everyone. It's me, Angela Anaconda.
Oh god, we don't need the volume booster anymore.
Ever since I became a famous kid, people have been asking me how I was made. And why everything in my world looks so unique. So I am going to tell you all about it.
Jesus
Found a
Christ.
model, then they did a big photo session where they took pictures from all
So this is like a kid, I guess, that they've like a normal looking kid, and then they've just like taken pieces of Jesus fucking Christ, holy shit, what in God's green flat earth is this?
sides. She had to do all kinds of silly faces, even stick out her...
Ooh. You know, the more that they explain it, the creepier it does look. I will admit.
The hardest thing she had to do was make all the sounds of the English language. Each individual sound is called a phoneme. I have...
Wow, phonemes. Did they predict Lego Island before? No, actually, this came afterwards. Lego Island has a similar like phoneme thing for lip sync.
33
Anyway.
mouth positions that represent all of the phonemes that make up words. Now this is more like
Ugh. Oh god. Disembodied mouth.
it, playing tetherball and having fun, and not having to think about mathematics. Now the people who make Angela...
I hate to be mean, but hang on. But
darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping.
Okay. Yeah, anyway. Let's continue.
Angela Anaconda make me talk by matching up my 33 mouth positions to the sounds and the words that they want me to say. My design team used a cool software called
Jesus Christ. Why do these look like this? Each of these faces is terrifying.
team used a cool software called Elastic Reality to change the model's face into mine. My animation
Ew.
team even developed a whole new process to create me and my world.
You know, elastic reality sounds like the sort of thing that would produce such a
They
monstrosity.
call it 2.5D animation. That means I am flat
Oh god.
on all sides, but I can still turn around like this.
Excuse me. What the hell is this? What is this? What is going on here?
So now that they have finished making the star of the show, that's me. My art department started creating all the things that exist in my world, like my house and my school and my clothes. Even a cinnamon swirl for my best friend, Gina Lash. Friend that is true. After they finished making me, my friends, and my entire world, we are ready to make a show all about me, Angela Anaconda.
Right, okay.
Once the writers are finished writing the script, the actors who play everyone on the
Okay, I assume that's the most interesting bit, but holy shit. Anyway, so now that, for better or worse, you know a little bit more about Angela Anaconda. What in the ever-loving fuck is this? I like how Wham always shows up at the best of times. Elastic reality is what they use for Animorphs. Interesting. Maybe I should be looking more into this. What's going on? Oh, it's an Avid product. Wowee. Also, ew. What the goddamn hell have they done here? Yuck. Interesting. Yeah, maybe there's something I should be looking into. Shudders and Animorphs flashbacks. Yeah, I was never a huge fan of Animorphs, but I'm sure it's interesting technology. Anyway, now that you've had a bit of an introduction into Angela Anaconda, is that her actual voice or she's using auto-tune? I think it's someone's actual voice. I assume so. This is hell. I'm just catching up with what people are saying. So now, like I said, now for better or worse, you know a little bit more about Angela Anaconda. Now we can get into some video games, because obviously Angela Anaconda had some Flash games. Fantastic. Everything had Flash games. Oh, should I go with the Ruffle version, or should I play it with actual Flash player? I might try to play it with actual Flash player. Just in case there's like compatibility memes that we end up running into. I have no idea if we actually would. Like, I'm sure Ruffle is reasonably good nowadays, but then again, it can't play fucking Pyongyang Racer, so never mind, right? Where's the... Huh. I can't find an actual... I'm sure it's in... what's it called? I'm sure it's in Flashpoint, but I don't have that installed right now. I have the Flash player installed, but I can't... but I can't seem to get the actual SWF file. Yo, finally caught a stream. Hell yeah. sorry, it's a little bit boring right now. I'm trying to figure out how to get how to download this SWF file. It's not in the source code for some reason, because it's I guess because it's using Ruffle. Here we go. Found one. I'm sure it's in Flashpoint, but like I said, I don't have that installed right now, so it might take too long to get it. Fantastic. Okay, I think this is it. I think this is all of it. Man, it's amazing how much they could fit into like 1 megabyte Flash games back then. And then again, back then, a megabyte was quite a bit. That's like 7 minutes on dial-up, or maybe like 3. It's got quite a bit to wait. Okay, assuming that I have not just downloaded some porn by accident, this should be it. Yes. Fantastic. Okay. Right, let me do a window capture of the Flash player. Here we go. Oh, let me get rid of that shit at the top as well. There we go. Okay, so this is this is Gina Lash and the Temple of Swirls. Essentially, I believe it's an Indiana Jones kind of copy. As you can hear in the background, there's like a film thing happening. You might have missed the opening cutscene. I might have been like still adjusting when that was happening. Oh, and it just stopped. Should I reset or should I just go? Uncle Ben, what happened? Angela Anaconda. Oh God. That was the context you playing a Flash game? Yes. That was all the build up to this. Gina Lash, which is Angela Anaconda's best friend, and the Temple of Swirls. Oh, the joke is I think that she really liked cinnamon swirls. So, okay, so we have started the game. We are beginning, again, what I believe is a Indiana Jones kind of, I'm not going to say rip-off, homage. There you go, that's the right word. Okay. From memory, this follows a bit of a, like, point-and-click puzzle / trial and error bullshit kind of strategy that a lot of Flash games of the era followed. I will say, excellent artistic skills shown off right here. I think they used their MS Paint abilities to their best. This game needs a remake? Hell yeah. Clicks the door, gets jump scared. Yeah, I mean, if this was Newgrounds, probably. Good news. They have not beaten the Flash trick. Or they've not disabled the Flash trick. Interesting that we can't go back. So there's nothing in this room. I won't use the Flash trick the whole game. I'll actually try and figure it out. Spooky! Just kidding. You just grab the torch. And then you grab the plank. And then you click the plank. And it puts it down. And I can't believe I'm actually remembering this from... How long has it been? It's certainly no later than 2008. Probably not 07. It might be 06 or 05 when I played this last. How the fuck? It's been 18 years since 05. 18 years? Okay, anyway. I have no idea how that's happened, but let's, okay. Look! It's the Cinnamon Swirl secret, but it's locked away in a glass case. Wasn't this the default Windows font back in the day? This is an unusually large keyhole. I wonder where the key is. Up your ass. Who wrote this? Great. This seems to be another pathway far above the far door. Okay. Here we go. We're moving on. All right. I remember this. Again, some fucking how. Your childhood memory is now legal to drink and smoke in many places in the world. Congrats. Oh, terrifying. It is true though, right? That like the stuff you learn as a kid, that shit like sticks with you forever. I don't how. Like I don't remember what I was doing yesterday, but like how I'm remembering the remembering bits and pieces of this game. Okay. So I remember this some fucking how. The solution to this puzzle is if you walk out onto the bridge that does not look entirely stable with the torch, then the whole bridge burns up. I don't remember how. Does she drop it for some reason? Like an idiot? Yeah, she does. She drops it like an idiot. Well, that's hardly my fault. That's your fault. Well, I didn't tell you to drop the fucking torch onto the unstable bridge. Anyway, so... oh, and of course, good news. When you fail, the game starts over from the beginning. So, the trick is that you put the torch on the wall, and then you click the green spots, and that works. If you click the brown ones, then you fall and die. But once again, I hardly think it's my fault. It was that like I hardly think there was any reason to think that she would just drop the torch onto the fucking bridge. Anyway, all those neurons dedicated to this. I mean, yeah, can you imagine if like any of those neurons went to anything useful, like any of the fucking schoolwork I ever did? Oh. All right. I remember this. This is something like some of these are you can't. Some of these like you click them and you'll fall. Or that will happen, I guess. I don't know why she hasn't stopped walking. What about this one? No. Great. Again, like I said, trial and error bullshit. My sub ends today. Honestly, understandable. After watching this, I couldn't blame you. Walking yet not moving. Yeah, pretty much. This is more useful than maths? Oh, you're right. What was I thinking? Okay, so... Okay. Maybe it's a sequence. Okay, well, thank God. I've finally forgotten something. And I say thank God because I feel like I would be so disappointed in myself if I could remember... I've been trying to learn a second language for years, and I've had so many memory problems trying to figure that out. Like, trying to like, memorize stuff. And if I genuinely remembered the walkthrough to this game and not while I was struggling to learn a new language, I would be so depressed. The face scares me more than the game. Understandable. I do get it. Yeah, obviously, right? Okay, so yeah, it's something about the sequence that just magically turns this into a plank. Okay, so we've got a tapeworm here. Oh, apparently it's a whip. Cool. Alright, well, do we go in the don't go in here? I wish I could clear cache on my brain. True! It's just loaded with bullshit. Look, I know Flash games are Flash games, alright, but this looks like something I made in Scratch. I'm not even joking, I'm about to lose it. What are you talking about? It looks great. Well, look at these... Look at all these lines they drew on the door. Doesn't it look realistic? Alright, we're going in don't go in here. Could this be the way... I mean, I can't say they didn't warn me. I guess. Ah, I love hearing that for the third time in a row. Fantastic. Again, when I said trial and error bullshit, All right. What's next? So I guess we're going in the up arrow door. Well, here's the key. Here's a key. And don't go in here, and definitely don't go in here. Well, I guess we definitely want to go in the definitely don't go in here. Oh, it's locked. Right. Okay. So the key must be for that bit earlier, right? So if we if we backtrack all the way to that giant. Yeah. If we track all the way to that giant keyhole, then we use the key. Right. That was actually, I actually figured that one out. I didn't remember that. I mean, that was easy to figure out because there was a giant keyhole and a giant key, but I wasn't sure if I was supposed to backtrack or not. Some games made with Scratch would be a lot better than what the fuck this is. Looks like some kind of key card. Swirls for all. Okay. Obviously, there's stairs now. And that laser okay, it's finally stopped. Gonna speedrun this. Honestly, can someone look up what the world record is for this? Gina Lash and the Temple of Swirls? Okay. Oh. Alright. Okay. Alright, speedrun attempt. Let's go. She can't. Oh, damn it. She can't move any faster than this. Okay, click that. Click that. Click that. Go. None, you could be the fastest. Yes! Finally! Take that, Mom. My life has finally amounted to something. Yeah. Oops, I accidentally resized the window. Whatever. Have you ever used Scratch? No, I honestly was a bit... Scratch came up... I was a bit too old for it, I think, in the sense that a lot of people I've heard learned Scratch in school, but I don't think Scratch existed when I was in school. Okay, grab this, stairs appear. At least it is fairly easy to remember all this stuff. What game is this? Goofy ass game. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Okay. So we're going in, don't go in here this time, I suppose. Passcode system, and then we use the... Oh, obviously, it said don't go in here unless you want to find the secret. You may choose only one item. I actually... Depressingly, I actually remember this. It's the oven mitts. Because the oven mitts somehow let you get through the lasers. I can remember that, but I can't remember what I ate for breakfast yesterday. Excellent. Oh no, the Great Cinnamon Swirl is free. You must escape. Jesus. Oh. Use the whip, obviously. I don't know what the hell happened there. Oh, great. The wind has blown away the Cinnamon Swirl secret. There is nothing you can do, but check back soon for the ongoing quest for the secret recipe of the Cinnamon Swirl. For now, please click here to download a special screensaver only available to winners of the Temple of Swirls game. Well, you know we gotta do that. You sure this game doesn't have its own category on Twitch? Let's find out. Gina, Lash, no. I could put this under games and demos. Should I actually change the category? Am I farming by putting this in just chatting? Well, you know we got to get the screensaver. Oh shit, the link doesn't work. No, the link is like not. How do I enable links? It's like when I click it, it doesn't do anything. And I remember there's like a thing in Flash where it like blocks the. Shit. I really want the screensaver though. Ah, fuck. Should I, unironically, should I open this up in a Flash decompiler to get the link? It looks like all the game's textures and code were from Google. I think they probably were, and I think they probably were, and the stuff that wasn't was clearly drawn with like MS Paint or some shit. Here we go. All right, well, we will take a look at the. Let's Flash decompile it real quick. God damn. I was not actually expecting to decompile today, but honestly, I'm down. Waiting for it to load. Here we go. Okay, just real quick. Let me get this Flash thing captured, and then we will get started. All right. What do we got? What have we got here? Hang on. Something odd just happened. Okay, we got it. Open. Grabbing it real quick. You can't see the dialogue, but that's fine. You don't have to worry about that. Here we go. All right, what's in here? Shapes. Ooh. Her limbless body. Jesus. That's almost as terrifying as her face is. Am I right, fellas? Oh God, what? Why is this in here? Why is it just a... Is she asleep, or is she like just sideways for some reason? I've never heard the words decompile and quick in the same sentence. Well, thankfully, this is a Flash game, and Flash games are quite quick. Isn't Flash just more advanced PowerPoint? It's a lot more advanced, but yes, in principle, yes, you're correct. Well, God damn! Look at the artistic skills on display here. All right. So these are all the like, yeah, these are all the shapes. What the fuck? What? This is your brain on drugs. This is your mouth on drugs. I don't know. I came back to look at you, you fucking looking at... Yeah, well, no, to be fair, it all started because at the end of the game, it teases you with this damn... God, hang on, I got rid of it. It teases you with this screensaver, but my Flash player is blocking it. See, here. It teases you with this link to a screensaver, but the Flash player is blocking that, and I don't know how to get it otherwise, so I was like, well, obviously, I'm gonna have to decompile it. So hang on, let me get the chat back into the other position. There we go. And you know, I figured, well, while we're here, why don't we take a look at it? Oh. I thought this was some like weird body horror thing, but no, it's a bit of the swirl from the Cinnamon Swirl, obviously, right? Yeah, we saw this text. Great, the laser just fried my spatula. So I guess that's what would have showed up if we'd used the spatula, but honestly, that's such a good quote. Great, the laser just fried my spatula, obviously. Relatable. True. What in the fuck? Ew. Oh, this is the statue from earlier. Only in these like really these Flash games with these like really obtuse puzzles would you ever see a string like, great, the laser just fried my spatula. It's like that game Pursuit, I think, by Godlamations, which is like it was like, how could I leave without my banana? Because you need the banana at some point in the game, but like, why would anyone ever say that outside of some ridiculous fucking obtuse puzzle? All right, anyway, so we've got some morphing shapes here. yeah, just got some stuff that like moves and changes shape. Whoa. Oh, that's the spatula melting, I guess. I mean, it doesn't, the animation could be a bit better on that. You're clearly just morphing from a spatula shape to a few triangles shape, and not very well. Like, this is fucking ridiculous. Oh, text about the screensaver. I missed that. Thanks for pointing that out. Oh, but I might have to find the script. The script is probably what has the link in it. Let's find that real quick. Let's look at the scripts. Here we go. So there must be like a button somewhere that would... Oh, Jesus. Wait, these aren't scripts, are they? Apparently they are. Huh. This is not what I was expecting. Where's the actual, like, code, though? Because there should be actual code. Oh, here we go. Here's some code. Okay, so gotta find the screensaver button. Whatever. Or maybe I can just export all of the code. What do you think? Change the normal skin to Among Us skin, please. I wonder if I could just replace her with an Among Us. You should learn Flash and then modified scripts to do weird stuff. That would be great. I mean, some of this stuff is pretty straightforward, but no, it's true. I've never gone out of my way to learn ActionScript. Damn it. Import. Oh, maybe here's a good idea. Export all parts. Okay. ActionScript is pretty easy. I can imagine. It seems like it should be. And then maybe if I grep the exported stuff that I just made for like a web address, I'll grep for .com. Okay. Oh shit. No, I've gotten a bunch of garbage. Maybe AngelaAnaconda.com? No. Thanks for the Bandicam. Can't see the drop downs? Yeah, sorry about that. Whoa, Jesus. Oh, I might be able to get there with this if I like... Here, okay, I think we're getting there. No. I just want to find this web address. This is clearly getting close. We've clearly like got... Oh, hang on. Grep for HTTP. I did, but there's so many like W3 references in it that it doesn't work. The problem is, honestly, this web address is probably not even up. It's probably completely down. It's... So there may be no, like, benefit to even doing it. Gina Plane. I'm pretty sure the shapes are just code and you can modify it to change the look. Interesting. Interesting. You know what I could do? Real quick. This might be a long shot. What if I grep the SWF itself for .com? No, it didn't. Must be something like compressed. Huh. All right. Well, tell you what. I'll stop. Stop fucking around. Let's actually try and be a bit more methodical about this. All right. Wayback Machine. Yeah. I'll definitely, if I find the link, I'll definitely plug it into the Wayback Machine and see what happens. Google for the screensaver. Do you think anyone has cared enough to like write about it on Google? Anaconda screensaver. Hang on, let me show you this to you guys. But there's some wallpapers. Wait, Nickelodeon Angel Anaconda was way better than Fox Family Angel Anaconda. How in the goddamn hell are they different? I didn't know they were two different Angel Anacondas. Oh, apparently all of these screensavers are ABC Kids, which is the Australian ABC, not the American ABC, which is what I grew up with. I guess maybe Australia is the only country that remembers this show. Oh yeah, Flash decompiler. So yeah, I don't know if it's going to be Googleable. I might have to continue perusing. You're doing so much for a moving JPEG that you will never use. Hey, you don't know that. I love the use of Comic Sans. Fantastic. Don't go in here! Don't go in here! Honestly, it's... when strings have a lot of exclamation points, you know it's a high quality string. Okay. Oh, nice. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, what if it's better than a moving JPEG? What if it's actually like I don't know what else it could be. What if they actually did some like 3D and shit? Wouldn't that be fun? SWF XML? What does that do? Oh wow, it actually produced a giant XML file. It's 38 megabytes of XML. There's still no web address in it though. There's no .com. HTTP, no HTTP, nothing like that. Interesting. Or if it's $1 million that nobody received. True! Grep it? Yeah, I have, but no, I couldn't find anything. What's interesting is, yeah, there's clearly a button here, but I don't know how to get it to tell me what it is. Oh, hang on. If I expand this... Matrix? No, I'm not trying to get into the Matrix right now. Yeah, none of these have any, like, code attached, which is kind of weird. Maybe it's fake. Maybe there never was a screensaver. Oh, hang on. Maybe I can match up these numbers, huh? Okay, so 621, 622, 249? No, 249 just does a JavaScript window close. That can't be right. What about 621? What does button 621 do? Or object 621? Oh, there isn't one? No, okay. 622, 623, 624. Oh, that must have been the quit. That must have been what quit did, right? Fake? Nah. I don't know. Do we know that they didn't? Oh, hang on. Stop? Oh. frame 6418 is, I think that's this one, yeah. Oh, okay. So when it shows, it just stops. That makes sense because it's just a still frame. But I haven't figured out how to acquire these buttons. I swear to God, if these are fake buttons, I'm gonna be so upset. Like, would they really do that? Wait, saver open. Saver open, of course, the screensaver. No! Oh, it was in the JavaScript. There was a JavaScript function. It's not embedded in the Flash file. It was in the web page. No! Oh, shit. It's okay. Yeah, so there's no URL. That's why I couldn't find it by grepping, because there's no URL in it. It's we'd have to find, okay, for any chance of finding this, we're gonna have to like get the web page. Gina Lash and the Temple of Swirls. Do we know what the original URL was so that we can like jump to it on the Wayback Machine? Oh god. Will I ever find? I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be possible to do this anymore. Yeah, but let's see if it's if the page has been archived. Hugedomains.com. Well, I mean, the image is huge. I'll give him that. Angela Anaconda. What the goddamn hell is this? Maybe I'll go to the next one. This isn't looking right. Oh, and we're redirecting to something. Oh, was the website down as early as 09? Is this even the right website? Hang on. Angela Anaconda website. I mean, I guess there's a chance that no one cared enough to like write down what the URL was. It must have been this one, right? The 06 one? But then there's nothing on it about like games or anything. It's just huge domains. God. Search the web. Thanks. That's really helpful. Matt, yo, thanks for welcome to the stream, Sunset G5. Maybe it's on the Nickelodeon website. That's possible. Nickelodeon Angela Anaconda website. YouTube gameplay must have a URL. That's an interesting prospect. I saw some Let's Plays before. Gina Lash and the Temple of the Swirls. When's this from? 9 years ago? Okay. No link, but there is a part 2, because apparently this took a while. Oh no, that's the second game. God, we gotta play the second game one day. Hell yeah. Okay, so as early as 2009, this website did not exist, which is fair enough. Fair enough, the TV show ended in 01, so... Alright, I get it. Try angelaconda.com. I don't think so. I'm fairly confident that's not going to be it. What if I just Google this and see if like any domains registered by date? Wait. How much is angelaanaconda.com? Not bad. Not bad. I don't know what I'd do. I don't think I'd ever do anything with it. Why would I? Anyway, yo, Matt, welcome to the stream. Zach in the game. We're trying to figure out where the hell the Angela Anaconda website went. Like, this shit has just completely fallen off. Nickelodeon. Let me pursue this further down. Buy it. I'll buy it and I'll host the games on there. I guess. I don't know what else I would do. Oh, wait. This has... oh, yeah. This has a Nickelodeon.com link. Interesting. Bait people with the screensaver like on the game? Yeah, maybe. You gotta love seeing when you just have websites wallpapered in. The Flash player is no longer supported. I actually have an old browser sitting around somewhere that does have Flash, so maybe I should go to some of these websites with that so we can actually do it. But hey, there's a games link and there's a forums link. I do like forums. I didn't know there was an Angela Anaconda forums. Select a show, Angela Anaconda. Select a game, all games. Damn it, how do I get there without having any Flash access? Game of the week? I want to play ! Period. The Fairly Odd Parents Sugar Rush. Wait, look at this. In the URL it says like game/Sugar Rush game. I wonder if there's like Gina Lash. Oh god. Maybe I'll Google this and see if it comes up with anything. I thought that's an exploitation game, so I was like, whoa! But no, it doesn't. Download the Swift. I guess I could, but I don't know if it would actually like navigate to anywhere though. Because the original website is down. I guess it would tell me where, at least what the URLs were, right? This is from 2011. This is way past. They probably don't have them up anymore by then. Why are these links so hard to find? They're completely lost to the... Also, 4.6 out of 10. Oof. Big oof. God, yeah, I don't know. Official 90s website. I wonder what... I don't know if I necessarily want to watch a video. There's no link, so I don't know. You should search coldest place in the universe. Is that gonna have the Angela Anaconda screensaver on there? What if I just do this is probably dumb, but what if I just search like see if something comes up? Or just Escape Games 24, not the original site. Found a Barnyard screensaver? Bro! The Angela Anaconda forum doesn't surprise me. We have somebody in the Discord that owns the Strawberry Shortcake forum. Nice. This was apparently official though. Like there was official forums. Yo, all right. Let's check out the Barnyard screensaver. We might not have been able to get the Angela Anaconda one yet. Here we go. Oh, weird. Huh. This one... Some screensavers actually work in Wine. This one does not. So we might have to... get Windows XP running. Yeah, we might have to do that. Yes. Here's one I prepared earlier. I've never seen Barnyard, but it's made by the creator of Kung Pao, so it must be good. I mean, I can't fault your logic. Alright, let's get this Barnyard screensaver over. Oh, hang on a sec. Let me, 1 second. Oops. Oh dear. Oh dear. Everything is... Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. So I'm going to load it up on here. What? Oh, really? Really? It's giving me network shit, so I might have to... Oh, here we go. There we go. Barnyard screensaver. Oh god, it's an installer. Yikes. Alright. Let's run the installer. What am I even looking at? It's tiny. It's postage stamp sized. Alright, install. Yeah. Barnyard screensaver rev. What are the settings? Sound mute. Open internet connection to winscreensavers.com. Oh, cool. That sounds like the kind of website I'd want to go to. That sounds like the kind of website that definitely wouldn't install the Google toolbar on my fucking computer. All right, let's go. What happens in the barn stays in the barn. Oh, wow, it's Bliss. Wow. And that's it? No, not yet. Cool. You know, sometimes I'm like, it's kind of sad that screensavers died off, that no one really uses them anymore. But then I see shit like this and I'm like, you know what? Fair enough. Holy shit, 5th graders. Oh yes, you brought out the XP KVM again. I did. It actually is. Not that any of that is being used right now. I have to be honest. I don't think we're getting any hardware acceleration here. I think they might happen to just be waving some bitmaps around, and that might be it. I love how these logos are always in the same spot, defeating the point of screensaver. True, actually. Like I looked at the logos and I'm like, God damn, they're tacky. But I only just realized that you're absolutely right. This is literally the opposite of the definition of a screensaver. Like the whole point of a screensaver is that there shouldn't be any static things on the screen constantly. You can probably run the JavaScript function on the site of it that you found. Yeah, I know, but I never found the site. Like I didn't find the actual page that Flash file would have been embedded on. I've not yet found it, I should say. Depressingly, because I don't have any sound on this VM yet, we couldn't hear what sound it made. That's also pretty obnoxious, isn't it? That your screen, like your computer, just starts making noise when you leave it for a little bit. Like, what the fuck? Do you think the screensaver has some horrible cinema level story behind it? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna have to finish up there, I'm afraid. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna help a friend build their PC. It's very exciting. Very much looking forward to it. Yeah, thanks for hanging out and watching some Angela Anaconda with me. But maybe we'll continue this next week. Not next week, next stream, because we've got open house party or whatever the fuck. Was that what it was called? Our house party. We've got our house party to play on the Wii. We've got yeah, we've got our house party. We've got we've got the sequel to Gina Lash and the Temple of Swirls. Apparently there's part 2. We've got to find the screensaver at some point. Stream the build? I don't think so. I'm going over to their house. I guess it's not theoretically impossible, but no, I won't. I'll see you guys soon. Maybe even tomorrow. I feel like I shouldn't make that promise, but yeah, I'll let you guys know. If you want to stay up to date, the Discord is where I'll post. So I'll see you guys next time. All right. Thank you so much for joining. And yeah, bye-bye.